Hey, it's me, Jimmy Joe, coming to you from, I don't know, my house. And this is a shotgun salute from my buddy Paul. And, you know, me and Paul go way back, you know, to grammar school and all that. We did a lot of things and had a lot of laughs. Probably way too many to list. We could almost make a movie about it, you know. It'd be like 2 hours long, you know. And it'd be pretty good, you know. We just did a lot of crazy things, you know, like the time he pulled me down the street on his converted go-kart. He had bought a go-kart off a guy that was converted from a snowmobile. You know, we used to call it the land shark or the blue shark or something. It was blue, and you know, the one time me and him are going for a ride back the fields and the wheel fell off and crashed, you know. And then on the way back, we were trying to drive it on 3 wheels, and I was kind of like hanging to the one side to try and balance it out. And I think we hit a bump or something, and I slipped, and I was like stuck. And Paul was like, "Brrr," and I was like getting dragged through the cinders for like a quarter mile. That was pretty fucking cool. What else? There was another one time. Oh yeah, one time we're swimming at this swimming hole. We used to jump off the bridge and go, you know, in this swimming hole. And there was this kid there named Waddy, you know, and he had a brother named Jimmy and all this shit. And he was like teasing Paul or something like that. And Paul was like diving after him, you know, going after him. And Paul finally dove under, and it's like a great big ouch bubble came out of the water. It was like, pop, you know, oh, arg. And Paul comes up and he's like, oh man, I hit something down there. I'm hurt pretty bad. And I'm like, oh well, you know. So I come up to him and I'm like, what happened? And he goes, oh, I don't know, it hurt. I hit it like right here. And as soon as he touched his hair, because you know he had long black hair, as soon as he touched his hair, this sheet of blood just went down over his face. It was watered down blood, but blood nevertheless. I mean, we're talking, it just whoosh like a waterfall down his face. And so I got him on the handlebars of my bike and rode him home, and he took him to the emergency room, and he ended up getting stitches. And, you know, not for nothing, a couple of weeks later, he said, maybe it was like a week later, he had me pull the stitches out for him. He was just that kind of a guy, man. He was way ahead of his time, and that was just a couple stories from when we were kids, you know. And overall, you know, I think I speak for a lot of people that know Paul, a lot of people here from Lackawanna, Buffalo area. We really admire the dude because he was never a sellout. He's living his dream. He's in California. He's traveling around with a band, and he's a security guy, and he's doing all this great stuff and seeing all these sights and traveling the world. And, you know, he's always stayed true to himself. And that's just one of the most admirable qualities that a person could have, especially in this day and age, because a lot of people are fucking sellouts. But Paul was never a sellout, man. And, you know, the thing is sometimes not being a sellout can cost you a great deal personally. And Paul, I'm sure, paid, you know, a pretty big price in his life to have the things that he has and be able to live the life that he lives and to be able to stay true to himself. So I could be talking out my ass. I don't think I am. You know, I think I'm pretty dead on. Anyways, I got my beer. Or maybe not. As I was saying before, I reached over and grabbed the beer and it hit the pavement. And, well, I don't need to tell you guys that you're not going to shotgun a beer that just hit the pavement, you know, because half of it would all over the place before I could even open it up. But Paul, man, I really dig you, brother. You're an awesome dude, and I'm been doing shotgun salutes for people on my friends list, and you're like royalty on that list, brother, and you know that. So I've been using all kinds of crazy knives for doing my shotguns. Check out this one. This is a Western 49, the W49. This is a beautiful knife. It could cut through the air. You could hear it, you know. Probably, I don't know whether you could hear that or not up to that microphone, but I don't want to get too carried away and whack my camera. Anyways, I'm out of breath because I'm fucking so excited about chugging this beer. So yeah, I'm going to use this big knife. A little bit of overkill, but it's worth it for you, dude. It's well worth it. well worth it. So let me get this thing straightened out here. Oh, that was freaking like, I love this knife. Paul, it's been a long time since I seen you, but I'm happy that I get to, you know, correspond with you and have a couple of words here and there on Facebook and what have you. So here's a beer for you. Shotgun salute to my buddy Paul. Paul, man, I love you, brother. Peace. You rock. That was my shotgun salute to you, man. Take it easy.